What's going on, YouTube? It's Hardcorllector and Ethan Monster here.
Hi.
Little man, tell them what today is.
Today's Friday
Woo! Friday, Friday. In today's super special Friday Free Day, we have to cover a crazy topic. This has been trending over the news the past couple days. Tell them what we're going to do today.
Today we're going to talk about the most expensive Pokemon set ever.
This is the most expensive card set ever sold, huh, Monster?
Ever sold.
So, remember, your set is only worth as much as it sells for. You could say, hey, this is worth $1 billion, but it's sold. Wait till you guys hear this. If you guys have not heard, an original base set of Pokemon cards, graded 10. This was a gem mint set. You know what that means, right, Monster?
It's
a gem mint 10 set.
Well, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's 10. It's like perfect. It's a perfect, pristine set of Pokemon cards. Just sold at an auction house, guys. It was sold at Auction House Golden or Golden House Auctions. They sold a set of Pokemon cards, Monster. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
For a whopping $107 pennies. $107,000.
Oh.
There goes the blower and the clapper, right? $107,000 for an original base set of 103 cards. That is crazy. I know the original base set had 102, but I believe they're counting the red cheek and yellow cheek Pikachu, because there was a red cheek version and a yellow cheek version. So I believe they counted that. So it was 103. I didn't see the picture of every single card, but you can only imagine. So what we have here is our original base set holographics, with the exception of, you're going to notice it right off the bat. If you're a true collector, you'll notice it right off the bat. You see it, Ethan?
Mm-hmm.
Whoop-bam! We gave our Zapdos to our cousin. That's his favorite Pokemon of all time. So I decided for his birthday, I parted ways with my Zapdos. I was like, I'll replace it later. But here's the original base set Pokemon. So how many of you guys remember that nostalgia feeling of pulling all of these from packs? And then remember when Evolutions came out? Mm-hmm. They reprinted these.
But they're not hollow. Well, not that one and this one.
That has a huge significance. This is why I want to cover this in a video. Normally we don't talk about these kind of news, but I want to cover it for a special reason. This is the most the set has ever sold for. Originally it sold for, I think, under 100,000. And now it's over 100,000. They said the set just keeps going up in value because it's kind of the demand as well. Like, people my age are getting back into it because of their kids. And now you're getting into it. So what's going to happen when you have kids one day, Monster?
They're going to get into it.
Would you think it'd be cool if you collected cards with your son or daughter one day?
Yeah.
Yeah? Maybe like all 10 of your kids? Who knows?
Maybe like 30.
Yeah, 30 kids. Oh, gosh, good luck with that. Like, buy a booster box. You guys each get one pack. Oh my gosh, that's good. Okay, whatever, Monster. But it's so much fun, guys. Pokemon is literally the highest grossing, how do they say it? Like, media franchise? I think that's what they say. It's the highest grossing media franchise of all time. All time, Monster. It beats everything. Everything out there that you can name.
I remember also seeing that a Pokemon deck sold for $100,000.
Yeah, a deck has sold for that much too. This is the highest a set has ever sold for. Because just the Charizard alone, they're saying, yeah, just the Charizard from that set goes for like $20,000. If you do the math, $107,000, right, for the set, and it sold 103 cards in it.
That's like $1,000 a card.
Yeah, you did the math pretty well. It's about $1,000 a card.
And it's just plus
and just the Charizard just goes for about 20,000, they said, roughly.
And it's also plus tax, plus shipping. That's like another $5,000.
Plus shipping. Oh, but about $1,000 a card. Would you guys pay that much for just, let alone one card? Not talking about the 103 that sold. Would you guys spend $1,000 on a Gem Mint 10 card? That's the question of the day.
Yes.
Would you spend it? What set? Now here's the next question of the day. Well, name the card you would spend $1,000 on. Right? Gem Mint 10. Would you spend $100,000 if you had the money? Would you spend it on what set or what favorite Pokemon. Like, honestly,
Blastoise.
it would be so hard for me to choose if I saw the original base set, all graded 10, because I love that. I have a lot of nostalgia. Or, like you, if we saw every single Blastoise card ever made graded 10, and you told me to choose, I'd be like, oh, because I'd want to get you the Blastoises. Or what about every Kyogre graded 10? Every Electabuzz? Every Venusaur? Guys, would you collect? That's what I kind of want to do one day down the road. I guess is collect every like Kyogre graded 10. That would be so much fun.
That would be hard.
That'd be hard to do, but it'd be so much fun. What would you guys collect? A graded 10 character. Who would you guys get out there? And then do you have any of the base set cards? Remember, these were the first editions that were sold. These that I have, these are not first edition. Machamp was like always first edition. I don't know why. I guess they never changed him and he always came in the deck. The Charizard, this is the original one. It's not shadowless and it's not first edition. So it's not like a crazy Charizard, but it's still an original nonetheless. We have more originals somewhere in another binder. I just put all the hollows in this binder right here.
How much do you think is a shadowless Gem Mint 10 Charizard?
Put your comments.
First edition.
Put your comments down below in that one, huh?
Uh-huh.
Let's see if who could guess it. Try to guess it and see. What about a shadowless Gem Mint 10 Blastoise? But guys, I'm not kidding. The reason why these cards are going up in value is because so many people are sharing the hobbies like a dad and a son, like me and Ethan. And then also because I have that nostalgia feeling of pulling these cards. I will never, ever, ever forget. It's crazy. I almost forgot when I got my Charizard. I'll never forget how I got these three. I'll never forget. I was missing these two. I was missing these two and this one. And so I was missing these three cards. So you can imagine in my binder, I have 3 holes right here. 3 spots. My dad gave me $20. I remember I went into the card shop. I bought $20 in packs, however many packs that was. I opened them up and I remember I pulled this one, Clefairy. And I was like, I'm only missing 2 more cards. And my dad was like, okay, here you go. And he gave me like another $40 or something. And I was like, no way, are you kidding? He's like, don't tell your mom that I'm doing this. I went back into the card shop and the guy was looking at me. I'll never forget this. I walked back into the card shop and he's like, everything okay? And I was like, no, I'm here to buy more packs. And he was like, wow. Because a little kid, I was like your age walking in by myself buying stacks of packs. My dad was just waiting in the car. And so I went in, I bought another like $40 in packs. And I ended up pulling a whole bunch of stuff. But I pulled the Chansey. And I needed 1 more card to complete the set. Blastoise was the last card. And you know what happened?
Your dad gave you
the next day, I took my binder to school. And I was showing all my friends, look, I need 1 card. I need 1 card. And then a kid came to sit next to me on the bus. And he opened his binder. And guess who he had?
Blastoise?
Blastoise. I told him like, oh, dude, you had to trade me. And so all day I was trying to convince him at school. On the way home, he ended up trading me the Blastoise. I can't remember what I gave him. I'm pretty sure I ripped him off. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure I gave him something good. I don't remember what I gave him, but I remember trading to get the Blastoise. And it was the final card. It was complete. And then like a couple weeks later, I got my cards jacked from school. Someone stole my whole binder of cards.
It's a whole entire binder.
Everything. They stole the entire binder. And then me and my dad had to go and collect everything all over again.
Did you ever get to finish?
And then it burned in the fire. Someone set our garage on fire. Something was telling me not to have Pokemon cards. All my cards, my original base set and everything, my second completed set, burned up in the fire. And so I stopped collecting.
The first one gets stolen, the second one gets burned.
Yeah. I had really, really crazy memories of these cards, which is why. So think about it. As a kid, you lose them and you get stolen, and then they burn in a fire. And now when I'm old enough to have money that I could go out and buy whatever I need now or want, it's so cool that I get to share it with you now. So I went and got these with Ethan. I need to go out and replace the Zapdos, and then these are going to end up being yours. Pretty cool, huh?
I'm just gonna go.
And then Ethan's going to light them on fire and take them to school. Don't take these to school, Ethan. I swear, if you get these stolen, I will cry. I will cry so much. Guys, tell us one of your craziest Pokemon stories down below. I want this to be like a nostalgia feel video. I just wanted to get this out there that the cards are going up in value only because the nostalgia keeps growing. the stories that me and Ethan are creating, that's going to pass down to your kids, I bet, later. And then you're going to end up creating stories with them. So I just want to get it out there that in case you hear like, oh, collecting cards is, I'm going to say it, stupid or dumb. I'm going to say those words just in this context. If people that tell you that, oh, collecting is dumb, it's stupid, like, well, you could show them otherwise. This just happened like 3 days ago. The set just sold for a crazy, crazy amount of money. The cards are worth money, but remember, they're only worth as much as someone would pay.
You know what we should do?
So anyone could say this card is worth like $50,000, but unless you sell it and prove otherwise, it's just your words. So that guy that sold his set for $107,000, it's worth $107,000. You know what's crazy? They started the bid only at $25,000. I heard it started. The starting bid was $25,000. Already, I would have been like, my hand would have went down. I got $25,000 to spend right now. Jeez. But then they went all the way up to $107. That's where it ended. Where would you have ended at, Monster? $10?
Yeah.
$1, $1. Don't hear $1. And then Ethan puts his hand down. I don't even have $1.
I'll do it for 1 penny.
I don't know, but guys, this is so cool that Pokemon is such on a rise. More people are getting into it. Pokemon Go is helping. The games are helping. Yeah. The success of the show, too. The show's been really good. Me and Ethan just finished watching all the Sun and Moon episodes. So everything is heading in a positive direction. So if you are collecting Pokemon cards, it's not going anywhere, I would say, anytime soon. Ethan's going to grow up and pass this down. And so even the clothes are selling well. Everything. Clothes and toys and Mega Constructs and like the Wiki Cool toys. That's why it's the highest grossing media franchise of all time. So if you're going to put your money into something, this is just for collectors. It's kind of a safe bet to put it into Pokemon. Because there's always going to be a buyer out there probably wanting their hands on whatever it is you invested in on. So that's all we wanted to let you guys know. Otherwise than that, just collect for fun. You should collect because it's fun. Huh.
We should grade art cards and sell it for $107,000.
Yeah, let's grade these. Let's grade this Zapdos from the Evolution set. I'm going to write first edition really small.
And then you're going to put red each.
Yeah, and I got to put the red ink because these have red ink.
And then you're going to make it red 11.
I'm going to cut out the Machamp first edition, staple it to the Charizard, and then I'm going to get some white out and take out the shadow and then red ink it down the side. They won't know the difference. All right. But guys, do you love collecting Pokemon cards? What is it that you love so much about it? How long are you going to keep collecting cards for? I hear some kids, they grow out of it. But look at me. I'm like 50, 100 years old now, and I'm still collecting cards with my son. So it's cool. You might get out of it now just like I did when all my stuff burned up. And then when I had my son, I got back into it. So you never know. Something might draw you into it. You might meet up with an old friend. You get back into it. You never know. So always hold on to your cards. Try not to get rid of them. Keep them in a safe place. Keep them in good condition. Please keep them like that, in a sleeve and then in a binder. So and then we keep it in the leather one, just because if you drop it, it's even more protection. So guys, I don't know. Anything to say, Monster?
Subscribe, like, comment, and
keep on collecting all your favorite Pokemon cards. I'm gonna send these all in to get graded. Kyogre, I love you. Look at these Kyogres. And Groudons. Okay, that's all you guys get to see. Alright guys, we love each and every single one of you. We'll catch you guys in another video. Have fun collecting, and we'll see who's the next person to sell their set for $1 billion. Bye everybody! Bye.